the third prototype is the warrior, and this
Mm.
one is fucking crazy. So there were these people called berserkers in Norse culture. This is
Mm.
800 to 1100 AD
Okay.
in Scandinavia. In Norse culture, berserkers were elite warriors who entered battle in a trance-like rage, a psychological transformation so intense it seemed supernatural. They'd wear wolf or bear skins. The
Mm.
word berserker in Norse meant bear shirt.
Mhm.
The berserkers were said to howl, bite their shields, and fight with inhuman strength with no sense of pain or fear. This wasn't literal shapeshifting like turning into a wolf, it was a spiritual and psychological shift where the warrior believed he was channeling the animal spirit that he was wearing. Some historians think this state was achieved through rituals, chanting, drugs.
I was about to say, were they on drugs?
So we'll get into that. There were probably some drugs involved or adrenaline conditioning, creating
Mhm.
a kind of controlled madness. In battle, berserkers terrified enemies and inspired allies, embodying the idea that becoming a beast made you invincible. So many historians think that berserkers also took psychedelics before battle. So
Mhm.
not only would they be wearing wolf skin, but imagine a Viking,
Yeah.
essentially, is who they're describing, someone that's probably like 6 foot plus, pretty jacked, wearing a wolf skin with a full wolf head
Yeah,
over
yeah,
their
yeah.
face,
I can visualize
on
that, yeah.
mushrooms, running and screaming at you, thinking that they have the physical strength of a wolf,
Yeah, they probably believed that they were a wolf, yeah.
biting their shield, and you just see guys with axes and swords and arrows just fucking,
Mhm.
just absolutely desecrating the entire battlefield. That
Mhm.
has to be some of the most horrifying, like, if you told me, what do I think hell is? I think it's being in a battle against berserkers.
Mm.
I've served like, I would wanna die quick, so I'd probably, like, try to line my neck up with the axe, because
Yeah.
if they missed and, like, hit my skull or, like, got me in the body, I would believe, like, I'd be like, "Here," like, I'll, like, put my neck out just so my head gets lopped
Yeah.
off instantly so I don't have to suffer.
Yeah, damn.
If you were about to go into battle, what drugs would you wanna be on? If you were a berserker and you had a full
Um,
full plethora of modern day drugs, anything you want.
I feel like maybe like cocaine, where you just feel like enhanced
Yeah.
and ready to go and like I mean, I don't know. I don't think I want to like something hallucinogenic because I want to be like
You wanna make
not
sure you're fighting a real person.
right. I don't want to be like on like a, a
You
a
you're just
stack of
swinging an axe at
hay.
the air, and the
Yeah.
rest of the berserkers
Or
like, "Who
just
the fuck is
or
Julie fighting?"
just like going at it with a stack of hay being like
Yeah.
killing the elephant.
Yeah. How
Um
many times do you think berserkers went into battle, and then halfway through they realized that it was just tall blades of grass and
yeah.
they weren't actually fighting anyone?
I don't know. Well,
Probably
I
at
mean,
least
it sounds
once.
like they kind of like bulldoze it through people and just were like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then just anyone on their passage was just falling down. So, yeah, maybe something that just makes me feel extra, extra good about myself. Like, I've got this. Like, and also, like, you gotta be so scared. Even if you're a great sick warrior, there's a good chance you're going to die. So,
Yeah.
if you're still a little bit human in your head, you don't quite want to. So something that makes you feel less scared, empowered, like you can take on the world, which I feel might be cocaine.
Yeah. I think I would do 2 shots of whiskey
Okay.
with a little sipper on my.
Would you light it first? So you're like, yeah.
Probably not, because 'cause I'd probably miss my mouth
Yeah.
because I'm shaking from being nervous going into battle.
Yeah.
I'd just
True,
light my
true,
entire
true,
face on
true,
fire.
true.
I would take 2, but that would be scary though,
Yeah.
before I burn to death. Be like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, Zach's really going full berserker for this battle.
Yeah.
He
You're
lit
like
his
just a
face on
burning
fire."
man running to people.
I would go 2 shots of whiskey.
Okay.
I would keep a little sipper flask on my side, like in
Okay.
my satchel.
Yeah.
I would do cocaine, however many lines till I was like, I wasn't fully tweaking out, but I'd be
Sure.
like, I'm feeling numb enough to go into battle.
Yeah.
I'd keep another little, like, glass thimble of Coke on my side where
Yeah.
I could just, like, put it on my nose and
Yeah.
fucking, like, rip it in the middle of battle. And then I would want a cigarette. Like, as I was riding into battle, I'd wanna, like, the last thing I'd want is, like, a deep cigarette inhale right before I took my first victim's head off and, like, breathe it out as I'm lopping someone's
Mm.
head off their body.